Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello everyone. Hopefully we are still health and safe. Okay, we are from the second group, and the members are Anissa, Patri Nurdina Sari Bakri, Hussein, Mila Nurwayuni, Saida Salsabila, and the last is Sandaratu. So in this video, we are going to discuss about solidarity and politeness. And also, in this section refers to enforce, address terms, and also politeness. Okay, let's start it. My name is Patri Nurdina Sari Bakri as the first speaker. When we speak, we must constantly make choices of many different kinds, such as what we want to say, apa yang ingin kita katakan, how we want to say it, bagaimana kita ingin mengatakannya, and the specific sentence types, words, and sound that the best we need to one with the how. Okay, how we say something is that at least as important as what we say. And the first is in effect, pada kenyataannya, and the concept and the form are quite inseparable, isi dan bentuk yang tidak dapat dipisahkan, and being back to facets of the same object, dan merupakan dua segi dari objek yang sama. One way of looking at this relationship is to examine a few specific aspects of communication. The first is pronominal choice between two and vowels from in language that require a choice. Pilihan awal antara bentuk to and vowels dalam bahasa Inggris yang membutuhkan pilihan. The use of naming and address terms, penggunaan istilah penamaan dan alamat, and the employment of politeness markers, dan penggunaan penanda kesopanan. In each case, we will see that certain linguistic choices a speaker makes indicate the social relationship that the speaker perceives to exist between him or her and the listener or listeners. Moreover, in many cases, it is impossible to avoid making such choices in the actual packaging of messages. We will also see that language vary considerably in this respect, at least in relation to those aspects we will examine. Jadi, dalam setiap kasus, hubungan sosial itu terjadi dan dianggap ada ketika yang berbicara, the speaker, direspon oleh sang pendengar. Dan kita juga akan melihat bahwa bahasa sangat bervariasi, setidaknya dalam hal aspek-aspek yang akan kita periksa. So that solidarity establish the degree of intimacy in the relationship.
My name is Hussein, and I would like to continue my material. Okay, one way of looking at the relationship of language or society, linguistic form and social meaning is to examine aspects of communication like solidarity, politeness, and address forms. Many functions of speech. The first, request. The second, command. And the third, apology. And the last, establishing solidarity, empathy, politeness, and the power.
Okay, my name is Milan Rahimi. I will continue the material. And in this section, I will explain about to and fro. Many languages have a distinction corresponding to the to and fro distinction in French, where grammatically there is a singular you to and a plural you vous. But usage requires that you use vous with individuals on certain occasions. The C form is sometimes described as the familiar form and the V form as the polite one. The consequence of this usage was that in medieval times the upper classes apparently began to use V forms with each other to show mutual respect and politeness. However, the forms persisted, so that the upper cases used virtual V, the lower cases used virtual T, and the upper cases address the lower cases with T but receive V. Is between to and fro in general. To is used when talking to children or younger people and friends, more towards informal or casual situations, whereas who is used when talking to other people in formal situations, such as talk to colleagues, superiors at work, teachers, and lecturers.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Sandaratu. I will continue the next material from my friends. The next material is address terms. Address by Tidal Alan is the least intimate form of address. In that title usually designates ranks or occupations, as in colonel, doctor, or waiter. Some language employ the kinship terms to use address terms. One of the other facility systems of naming and addressing is giving a name to an address to the non-human like pets. Here, society in which a person's status derives from these achievements, a few distinctions is made. Jadi di sini kita membahas tentang istilah alamat. Jadi alamat dengan titel saja itu adalah bentuk titel yang paling tidak intim dalam gelar. Itu biasanya menunjukkan pangkat atau pekerjaan seperti kolonel, dokter, atau pelayan, atau titel-titel yang lainnya. Seperti ini di sini dijelaskan salah satu keanehan lain dari penamaan dan pengalamatan adalah dengan memberikan nama kepada hewan pemeliharaannya yang bukan manusia, seperti orang biasa memberi nama pada kucingnya, misalnya Miluf atau apakah. Itu salah satu sistem keanehan lain dari penamaan pengalamatan. Okay, let's go to the next slide. In here dijelaskan bahwa this rule relates to the use of a greeting form based on the factors that influence it. The factors are as follows. The first is situation marked by status, and the next is rank, the last is identify device. And in here, identify device refers to a degree in employment or an honors degree. The person who has the title can be addressed by mentioning the title only, such as doctor or pastor. The rule of consequence is the rule of emergence with the form of a greeting with another form. Another form of language structure is appropriate in accordance with the word greeting used during the task take place. For example, an employee who is talking to his superiors will use the sir or miss or ma'am form. Thus, during the course of the conversation, the employee will use a formal language. Jadi, aturan ini berkaitan dengan penggunaan bentuk sapaan berdasarkan faktor-faktor yang mempengaruhinya, seperti situasi yang ditandai dengan status. Itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, pangkat. Yang ketiga, perangkat identitas. Jadi perangkat identitas ini mengacu pada gelar dalam pekerjaan atau gelar kehormatan yang sering kita sebut. Yang menyandang gelar bisa disapa dengan menyebut gelar saja, seperti dokter, dan dalam agama, misalnya agama Kristen disebut pendeta. Aturan konkurensi ini adalah aturan kemunculan dengan bentuk sapaan dengan bentuk lain. Jadi bentuk struktur bahasa lainnya adalah sesuai dengan kata sapaan yang digunakan pada saat pembicaraan berlangsung. Misalnya kita sering melihat seorang karyawan yang sedang berbicara dengan atasannya, maka dia akan menggunakan kata sir atau pak, karena itu adalah kata yang kata yang formal, yang karyawan akan menggunakan bahasa yang formal. Jadi dengan demikian karyawan tersebut akan menggunakan bahasa formal selama percakapan.
Okay, I will continue the material politeness, yaitu kesopanan. In using a language, we use a device that the language employed to show certain relationship to other. We must use the language properly. We can demonstrate our feelings to other and our awareness of social controls. Such awareness is also shown through a general politeness in the use of language. It does not mean that we must always be polite. Jadi dalam berbicara itu, kesopanan santunan itu sangat penting dalam kehidupan sosial. Dalam berkomunikasi atau berbicara, kita harus menggunakan bahasa yang tepat. Ketika kamu tidak menggunakan bahasa yang tepat dalam berkomunikasi, apalagi misalnya terhadap orang tua ataupun atasan, kamu akan dianggap sombong, angkuh, kurang ajar, ataupun tidak beradab, bahkan tidak berbudaya. Disinilah kita lihat kontrol sosial sangat berpengaruh terhadap bagaimana kita bertutur kata, berkomunikasi, berbicara kepada orang lain. Namun tidak selamanya kita berbicara sopan, apalagi ketika kita sedang bersama teman, apalagi teman yang sudah sangat dekat kepada kita. Biasanya mungkin kita tidak perlu menggunakan bahasa yang sopan terhadap teman kita. So think about the ways of expressing politeness or being linguistically polite in English, and suggest as many ways as you can for saying open the door. Put the following directive in order according to how polite they are. Could you open the door for me, please? Would you open the door for me, please? Do you mind opening the door for me? Would you mind opening the door for me, please? May I ask you to open the door please? Will you open the door for me, please? Nah, tadi itu adalah bagaimana seseorang berbicara dengan sopan.
My name is Anissa. Well, I will continue the material. Oppositely, politeness might happen depends on the existence of standard or norms of politeness. Some languages have a complex rules of politeness. For instance, Japanese, one of the important language in Indonesia, is a language in which it is nearly impossible to say anything without indicating the social relationship between the speaker and the listener in terms of status and familiarity. Nah, sebaliknya, ketidaksopanan dapat terjadi tergantung dari adanya standar atau norma kesopanan. Jadi beberapa bahasa memiliki kaidah kesantunan yang kompleks. Misalnya bahasa Jawa. Bahasa Jawa adalah salah satu bahasa penting di Indonesia. Adalah bahasa yang hampir mustahil untuk dikatakan tanpa menunjukkan hubungan sosial antara penutur dan pendengar dalam hal status dan bahasa keakraban.
It's enough from us. Thank you for your nice attention. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.